May I?
Sir, may I? Sir, may I?
Can I?
Just
Sir,
give an
can I?
Can Roshan?
Sir, can I
May I?
answer?
He's new to our class. You can chant.
Okay, sir.
Roshan, go
Okay. Om Purnamada
Om
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om
Satgurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
Give me this opportunity to speak in this class, and I have one doubt.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, it's just related. Sir, what would be better? Like, say, for example, everyone speaks about attaining moksha, meaning like you're going to heaven and staying. But my father had told me that there's no coming back from moksha. But now my question is, what would be better? Like, eternal rebirth in samsara or full-time living in moksha? What do you think is better, like would be a good choice in life?
Obviously, moksha is the good choice. There is no other choice other than moksha.
Sir, actually related to that, sir.
Can you on the video? Let me see, because whom I am speaking.
Sir,
Yeah.
Roshan, sir.
Sorry.
For me, well, my father had told me that moksha, if you attain moksha, you can never come back down to earth. Like, say, you will be there only. But is there a way like to come from moksha? Wait, sir, one question. Can you still attain rebirth even if you attain moksha in one birth?
So there are two different things you are speaking. Rebirth is something for the jiva, means those
Like,
who are ignorant,
for who?
who don't know the real knowledge, the truth. So once you know the real knowledge, truth, then you don't get any times birth. That is moksha. Moksha is freedom. Like a bird in a cage, he once left. Do you think the bird comes back into the cage?
No.
Does any bird who doesn't want to be in the cage, once left, he never comes back in the cage? So this are two things. One is birth, death, and rebirth. The cycle of samsara, the whole study is for getting away from this samsara. So it is very confusing to understand why someone who is free will come back to this cage.
One more question, sir. Sir, well, if you consider samsara, well, sir, well, samsara is there any way samsara can also be, like, does it have its advantages? Because everything has its pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. Take, for example, a laptop. Advantages, so many. Google search, meetings with people, listen to music. That's all the advantages. Only one big disadvantage is eye problems. But just like that, what is the advantages and disadvantages of samsara?
So samsara is something which advantages definitely there. In going through samsara only, you can wash out your papa, punyas, and all the things from the even purna janmas. When we are living in this life, there are so many previous lives we have taken. And by mistakenly, knowingly, unknowingly, we created some kind of papa and some kind of punya. Due to the good karmas, we take a birth. In a good, like a human birth is because you have done a lot of good karmas, that's why you got human birth. But if you have done a lot of papa, you will go to the different loka. This is bhuloka. There is down patala, vitala, tala, rasatala, all down lokas. There is all snakes, lizards. Means I'm talking about very small insects which can be crushed in one go by a human or an animal. So that
Yes.
type of living is not good living. So
Hmm.
the advantage is we can wash out our punyas and papas and we can get mukta. That is the advantage. Disadvantage is we also incur lot of sins, papam, because we don't learn the scriptures. Scriptures are a guiding light. As you have a GPS in the car, which will tell you to go from A point to B point.
Yes,
Similarly,
no specified route. Yes.
scriptures are our guiding force to how to lead the life, not just live the life. Because even a creature is living the life. Even an earthworm, he eats, and in the same place he will do his nitya karma. But we as a human, we have the portion to excrete down, portion to digest in the middle, and portion to understand the brain on the topmost part of our body. That's why we are standing erect, and you should use the brain before the digestive organs, and digestive organs before your excretory organs. That's why we are erect and humans. So advantage is in the human birth, in this life, you can achieve what no other births can give you. Disadvantage is because if you're ignorant, you are in this Maya world. Our senses are always going outside. Lot of things you will be ignorantly doing if you don't follow the scriptures, and you will get another rebirth. You will not get mukti.
Yes, sir. Also, one more question, sir. Sir, say if we attain all the knowledge in this world or universe, is it possible to create something that isn't real? Something like, say, we can create our own superheroes or something like that. Well, because that has been kind of my idea since a long time in my mind. But
You're right. You're right. See,
Also-
when iPhone or when the first computers were created, it was created by human being only, isn't it?
yes, it was a revolutionary achievement in the world of science and technology
Correct, correct.
and engineering.
So, like that, an aeroplane was created, a wheel was invented. So, this is out of, if you read, if you do all this, if you have a supercomputer, in future, nowadays the computer is limited. The RAM, gigabyte is all limited.
That's true.
In future, it can be something like you just have to have a chip in your brain.
Microchips and nanotech.
Okay, so after all this also, there will be a limitation. If someone I told in 25 years back that there will be a some device in which you can do Excel, PowerPoint, everything you can do, you can calculate very fast, you can call someone.
Sir,
And
related to that, I have some news.
They will feel what?
Sir, I have some news related to what you just said right now. That like people will be able to connect with each other. There is one thing that has been invented in Dubai.
Correct. So
The
what
thing
I'm
that was invented was the metaverse.
Yeah. So that is the advantage of being the human birth. But finally, we are limited. We are limited to our 5 senses, because
Yes.
all what you do is to the 5 senses. You can see, smell, touch, hear, and speak. That's what it's all about. But what if you go through the scriptural studies? You know, some rishis could travel, like Narayana could travel. Narada Muni can travel from one part of universe to other part of the universe.
You mean like light speed travel and time and quantum manipulation with time travel?
So can you imagine what we are going
Sir,
now?
he can go to he can go to multiverse, so he can go to any
Exactly.
kind of universe.
So what Roshan is trying to say, can we do something like that? Yes, but with lot of, see, science is nothing but rediscovering our scriptures. Science.
So everything that was said in science, like say everything, even leading to physics and quantum science, all of this has been written in the Vedas, Puranas, Upanishads, etc. Everything else that has been written by our ancestors.
Yeah. So the whole idea is to get the science or scriptural studies not to only for my benefit. Sarva Bhutanam. That's what in the last verse, last to last verse was told. Help others. So science should not be used. Science, if you use for only your benefit, it will be a curse. If you use for entire Jagat for
That
benefit,
become a blessing.
it will be a blessing. So, and the best blessing for everyone is to use the Jnana Yoga part for getting Mukti. Okay.
Okay, sir. Sir,
So,
related.
can I tell something?
Nayana, you are having some question?
Not, I want to just tell that you said that like science is rediscovering what was written in our Puranas. My father we have normal discussions while eating anything, like eating lunch or dinner. So he told me that Rishi Agastya had created the first battery before we even knew what was a battery in ancient times in a pot, and then made it exactly like 1,000 years after he made it, it would be created again.
Exactly. See, sun, the energy of sun, you can't even think about getting that type of energy. We have created nuclear bomb, atom bombs, whatever it is in physics, quantum physics. But sun, if you can take 1 lakh of that part of sun also, we can't create. You understand? So God has created such a light so far away. We are creating small bulbs or tubes or even a nuclear reactor. So we are rediscovering. So same way, Rishi Munis could travel different universe. Now we have Zoom meeting. I can talk to you through long distance.
So it was not a different universe. Like Agastya got an idea of it's believed that he got an idea by my father, but then I don't know what he meant by that. But
That-
then we might have traveled in the future, like as you said, and then
No,
thought
there is no traveling or anywhere. For a person who is understood proper scriptures, only sitting at one place also you can travel anywhere. Because now we are talking about your gross body, the sharira which you can see. But there is subtle body which no one can see that can travel different universe. For that you have to really sit quietly in one place, do mananam, nididhyasanam. What we are doing now is shravanam only. We can only listen to each other. But the next part, next level is mananam and nididhyasanam. Only then you can do whatever you want. So the entire potential is inside within us. Because where is God? God is within us. Only thing is because of our ego, the deha abhimana, we will always try to, ego means what? Edging God out. So when you do God is out, then nothing will come. You cannot go anywhere faster or you cannot discover anything. Okay, Roshan? Okay, Nayana?
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye. So any questions more? Vishnu, you have raised your hand?
Sir, drawing.
Yeah, okay.
Bye, sir, as I'm leaving now because I don't have time because tomorrow is my school, sir.
Okay, Raghav, no problem. Those who
Bye,
want to
sir.
leave
Hari
quietly,
Om.
they can leave quietly. No need of saying bye to me.
Hari Om, bye.
Anvit, we will give you Sharav, Anvit, Roshan, those who are new. I will send a book to you of Swamiji. Please listen to it. We will start now for you one verse of Gita Dhyanam. Okay? Gita Dhyanam.
Okay, sir.
So you can present one verse after one class. Okay? I am sending it today. Who will present what verses? Okay? Shall we start with Anvit?
Okay, sir.
Anvit is what age?
6.
6. Sharav is?
7, sir. About to turn 8 this year.
Roshan was what he left actually. What is his age?
Somewhere around 11.
11. Okay.
Around 11, 14 or 13.
Akshita also is there, no?
Akshita
is in 7th.
No, Akshita is actually smaller than both of us, I think so.
No. She's in grade 5.
Grade
4 or 5. Maybe 10 years, sir. 9 or 10 years.
Okay. So are you enjoying Sharav, Anvit? I hope you are
Yes,
enjoying
yes.
the stories.
I'm enjoying your stories.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will give you stories also, but we will start with Gita Dhyanam. I will send you the audio. I will send you the book. Only one verse per person so that we finish in the next class one by one. Okay.
Okay.
I think Anvit, Roshan, Sharav, Akshita, and who else I'm missing from your group?
Only 4 of us, sir.
4 of. Okay, good. Dimai, nice to see you, Dimai. What story you would like to take?
Any, sir.
Any story. So any story in Bhakti which we have not completed.
I wish to take Ganesha.
Ganesha, okay. But we will first start with you guys. Dhyana Shloka, very important. It is a prayer verses for learning Bhagavad Gita. Just like you pray Ganesha with the prayer, we pray Gita. Gita is like a mother for us. We pray with the shloka. Now, I think we have time for.
Gita is Ganesha's mother.
No.
Okay. Gita is not Ganesha's mother. Gauri.
Sir, it is very true. He's saying. He's very true, sir.
What is that?
Anvit is very true, actually.
What is that he said? Gita is Ganesha's mother.
No, Parvati. Parvati is Ganesha's mother, who took the avatar of Mata Gita also. It's an avatar.
Correct. And your question also was answered by Madam about the Parvati and Vishnu, how they are sister and brother, right?
Yes, sir.
That answer
I got
is very...
completely confused.
No, it is not to be confused. See, everything is part of Narayana. Everything in this universe or beyond universe is part of Narayana.
Okay,
And
sir.
you know this Yoga Maya, she was born, okay? And Krishna is also avatar of Narayana.
Yes.
Yoga Maya was sister. So that's why after leaving the place from Kamsa, Yoga Maya also took as Gauri. Gauri and
So, like, there's a very interesting story about that which I wanted to tell in that, like, 12 avatar of Mata Jagat
we will
Janani.
do next class we will do that, okay?
So, like, there's this very interesting fact about, like, my fifth one. Fifth
Okay.
Devi which I have chosen. Very interesting. She is the Yoga Maya of Krishna as well.
Correct. She is the Yoga Maya of Krishna as well, correct?
So if you read like the one which I have written, like that is actually like very interesting for me. Like,
It's very nice to learn about it, right? So next class you do it, and Vishnu, you show your drawings to us. Go ahead. Superman.
so he's holding that thing from when you were talking to Advik and Sharav.
Okay. So nice drawing. Tell something so that it will become larger. The drawing will be larger. You speak, Vishnu. What is it?
It is lips.
Oh, and what is in that lips? Teeth.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't know. My drawing ma'am showed today I did this. In Tuesday I did this.
Okay, nice. What about Anvit and Rosh, Sharo and all others? What do you do?
So I also do some drawing. Actually here.
Okay.
But it is a bit
So
somewhat.
actually made the 8 planets and
Okay. Nice to see you all.
Sir, can I get a story next class? Sir, can I get a story next class?
We can just which story you're going to give?
Some
should be-
Bhakti story kind.
Yeah, some Bhakti story till tomorrow morning you tell me so I can include you, okay?
Okay.
So I like recently, since I had my science homework, I had made all the 8 planets and the sun. I know the like their Hindu names also.
Okay, let's break today for food and let's come back. I'm so glad you all are there till the end and asking questions, answering questions and doubts. Very nice to be with you all. We will see you in next class. Okay? Hari Om.
Hari Om sir, dhanyawad. Hari Om sir, dhanyawad sir. Bye.
Hari Om.
Dhanyawad sir.
Hari Om.
Sir.